Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Red Wolves have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Georgia Tech's offense has the ball first today. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Burt. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Red Wolves offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Burt. Looking to the big tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He now has 61 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Burt. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Going right to work up top. Still looking on the move. Throwing on the run. Snags it on the right.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Burt. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Red Wolves need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Stevens. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Sends it downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Booker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Catch in the middle, it's Booker. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Got his man quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're trying to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. He'll try to tack on one more.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He might not be the quickest guy out of the gate, but some long speed and power once the big fella gets rolling there.
And the quarterbacks always feel comfortable throwing to these guys. It's like a safety valve. Nothing open downfield. Find the big fullback because you know this guy can make some people miss and go to work.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is a guy that can find you the 80 yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Red pass, it's complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Dropping back, it's Burt. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Nelson. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the grab. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Booker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his target down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Making side adjustments here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Maddox. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Burt. Working that left side now. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete on the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football farm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him. There he goes. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for space. It's Green. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Red Wolves are flying down the field. They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here comes the heat. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Arkansas State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Red Wolves trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand...
Turning it on! The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that, and I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Handoff from the shotgun. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Under fire! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
On the play.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up by 18 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We can play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
Caught close to the marker. It's Booker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got enough space. 6 more points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short.
Come on, set. Belly starter.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Burt. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
42.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They're not thinking 3. They want the touchdown, and here they come going for it on 4th and short. He's got it. 1st down and more. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Arkansas State, 21.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. The This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's in the joke.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Gonna run it. It's Maddox. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day.
There he goes. The 10. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.